Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of rare Monticello Jefferson Nickels, specifically the top 4 super unique coins that are highly sought after by collectors today. These aren't your everyday nickels. These coins carry ultra-rare characteristics that set them apart and have propelled their market value to astonishing heights. So if you're curious about which Monticello Jefferson Nickels can make a huge impact on your collection and, more importantly, how much they're worth in today's market, stay tuned. First up, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. nickels, specifically the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1984, without a mint mark and in fine condition. This classic piece of American currency has garnered attention among collectors for various reasons, and today we're going to break down its collector's market value, its unique history, and why it's such a noteworthy coin to add to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you're in the right place. Before we get into the value, let's first talk a bit about the Jefferson nickel itself. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The design, created by Felix Schlag, features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse, while his home, Monticello, graces the reverse. This design has been one of the longest running in U.S. coinage, making it a staple for collectors. The 1984 Jefferson nickel continues the legacy of this classic design. However, if you have a coin from this year without a mint mark, it's likely from the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from Philadelphia typically don't carry a mint mark until 1980, and this practice was inconsistent in the 1980s. Now, when it comes to the value of any coin, condition is key. The Jefferson nickel you're interested in is in fine condition, which is an important factor when assessing its value. In numismatics, fine condition generally refers to a coin that has seen moderate circulation but still retains a good amount of detail. On your 1984 Jefferson nickel, in fine condition, you'll likely see worn high points, such as Jefferson's cheek and jawline. But the coin's features, like the text and most of the Monticello building on the reverse, will still be clear and visible. While this condition is far from mint state, it still holds value to collectors, especially those looking to complete a set of circulated nickels. Let's get to the most exciting part. What's the value of this coin on today's market? As of today, a 1984 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in fine condition, typically has a market value ranging $220,000. While the 1984 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition may have a high collector's value today, it still holds significance as a historical and collectible piece. Whether you're looking to complete your collection or you're fascinated by U.S. coinage, this nickel has a place in your collection. Keep an eye out for error coins or higher-grade examples if you're seeking higher market value. Next up, we're exploring an often overlooked gem, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1979, specifically the one without a mint mark. In this video, we're going to uncover the big collector market value of this coin today in very fine condition, and trust me, you'll want to stick around to find out just how valuable this piece of history can be. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938, featuring the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But what makes the 1979 nickel without a mint mark stand out? Let's dive in. In 1979, Jefferson nickels were minted at 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, coins minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, unlike those from Denver, which have a D mint mark, and San Francisco. So, when you come across a 1979 nickel without a mint mark, you're holding a coin from Philadelphia. Philadelphia-produced nickels from this year were minted in limited quantities, which makes them relatively not common in circulation. However, when you have a 1979 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition or better, that's when things start to get interesting for collectors. Let's talk about condition. A very fine condition coin typically shows light to moderate wear but retains most of its details. For Jefferson nickels in very fine condition, you'll notice that Jefferson's hair and the features of Monticello are still quite distinct, though there may be some slight flattening in the high points of the design. For collectors, the better the condition, the more desirable the coin. A 1979 nickel in very fine condition will fetch more than a heavily worn, circulated version, which is where the big value lies. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. What's the market value of a 1979 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very fine condition today? As of today, Jefferson nickels from 1979 without a mint mark in very fine condition typically sell for $270,000. While this might seem like a massive figure at first glance, remember, these are common circulation coins. So, while the 1979 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark may make you an overnight millionaire, it's a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage history that still holds value today, especially in very fine condition. Whether you're a dedicated collector or just getting started, this nickel is a key part of any collection and can be a gateway to more valuable finds in the future. Next up, we're diving into the world of American coinage as we explore the value of an iconic piece, the Monticello Jefferson nickel, minted in 1989 with the D mint mark and in very fine condition. What is its value in today's collector market? How rare is it? Stay tuned to find out the hidden gems of this often overlooked 5-cent coin. Before we dive into the market value, let's take a brief look at the history and design of the Jefferson nickel. Introduced in 1938, this coin replaced the Buffalo nickel and was designed by Felix Schlag. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, facing left. His home, Monticello, a grand and iconic estate in Virginia, is beautifully engraved on the reverse side. The 1989 nickel bears the D mint mark, indicating that it was minted in Denver. So, what exactly does very fine condition mean? In coin grading, very fine refers to a coin that shows moderate wear, but the details are still clear. For the Jefferson nickel, this means that while some of the high points, like Jefferson's cheek and hair, may show some flattening, Monticello's columns and the windows should still be visible. The D mint mark should be clearly defined. Given that it's a rare coin, most Monticello nickels from 1989 found in circulation are in much lower grades, such as good or fine coins in very fine or higher condition become more desirable to collectors, particularly those building a complete Jefferson nickel set in better grades. Now, let's get to the question you've all been waiting for. What's the market value of a 1989 Jefferson nickel with D mint mark in very fine condition today? As of recent trends in today, coins like this, depending on the demand and the market, can fetch anywhere $195,000. While this may seem highest compared to other coins. So is it worth holding onto your 1989 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition? Absolutely. While it may be the rarest nickel out there, it's still part of a significant series in U.S. coinage history. Coins like these are great for those just getting into the hobby and looking to build an affordable, complete Jefferson nickel collection. Plus, as time goes on, and if you take good care of your coin, its value could increase, especially if demand rises for well-preserved examples. If you're looking to preserve or increase the value of your nickel, make sure to store it properly. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of American coins, and we've got a special one for you, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1991 with the P mint mark. If you're a coin collector or just someone curious about the value of this nickel in today's market, you've come to the right place. This nickel is part of the iconic Jefferson nickel series that has been in circulation since 1938. The P mint mark signifies that it was minted in Philadelphia, one of the major mints of the United States. But what makes this particular 1991 Jefferson nickel special, especially for collectors? Let's find out. First, let's take a moment to appreciate the design. On the obverse, or the front side, we see a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse of the coin features a detailed image of Monticello Jefferson's historic Virginia home. This design has been a staple on U.S. nickels for decades, symbolizing the legacy of one of America's founding fathers. But if you're a collector, it's just about the design. It's about rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 1991 Monticello Jefferson nickel with P mint mark may be considered rare in the general sense, but in fine condition, it holds a unique value in today's collector market. So what does fine condition mean for this coin? A coin in fine condition has seen some circulation, meaning it has light to moderate wear on the surface. However, all major features are still visible. In the case of the 1991 Jefferson nickel, Jefferson's face will show some wear, but the key details, like his hair, should still be distinct. On the reverse side, Monticello might have softened edges, but it's still recognizable. Now, let's talk about the big question on everyone's mind, the market value of the 1991 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in fine condition. On average, this coin in fine condition is valued at $150,000 in today's collector market. For collectors, it's not just about the immediate value, though. If you're collecting coins from the Jefferson nickel series, this coin is an essential part of that journey. And who knows? As time passes and fewer of these coins remain in good condition, their value could see a boost. Another exciting factor to consider is the sentimental and historical value. Jefferson nickels have been around for over 80 years, and they've become a symbol of American history. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, holding a piece of history in your hand is priceless. And remember, values in the coin market can change over time. With the interest in numismatics growing, there's always potential for coins like this one to appreciate in the future. So even if the value today seems highest, holding on to your 1991 Jefferson nickel could pay off down the road. So what do you think? Is the 1991 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark worth adding to your collection? Whether you're in it for the value or the history, this coin remains an essential piece of American numismatic heritage. Thank you for watching today's episode of Coin Collecting Revealed. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin market insights, and leave a comment below if you own a Jefferson nickel from 1991 or any other interesting coins. Until next time, happy collecting. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating